Cellulosic ethanol is a new kind of ethanol that is different from the normal ethanol we are used to. It is still a fuel made from biomass, but it is the second generation of ethanol. Instead of just being made from corn, it is made from different types of biomass material that comes from
plants. Cellulosic ethanol is called a second generation ethanol as opposed to the first generation, which is a corn-based ethanol. Ethanol has earned a bad reputation in some ways. Some suggest changing the name cellulosic ethanol to cellulene to avoid negative connotations. There are two production methods. The first is cellulosis. This involves hydrolysis of lignocellulosic materials. This is done first by pre-treating the lignocellulose. Enzymes or acids are then used to decompose the cellulose into basic molecules and then allow them to ferment.
Gasification is the second way to produce this cellulosic ethanol. The cellulose in this production is treated to change into carbon monoxide and hydrogen gas. The hydrogen gas and carbon monoxide are then fermented to make ethanol and then go through a process called chemical catalysis. This catalyst produces a faster rate for the ethanol to produce. These processes both need to be pre-treated and distilled in order to get the ethanol.
Cellulose can be found in almost any plant material, so there are many sources of usable biomass, such as a tree or wood.
Cellulose can also be made from the non-edible parts of plants, such as this, and garbage. And it can create more space since animal feed and fuel can be grown in the same land. Also, most ethanol can be used from the landfills, so the landfills will also shrink.
Another advantage of cellulosic ethanol is that compared to gasoline, it will reduce carbon and greenhouse emissions by 85%. It will also reduce our dependence on foreign oil. Cost production of cellulosic ethanol is now $2.25 per gallon, but is predicted to fall to $1.07 per gallon by 2012. You'll be saving money.
But this cellulosic ethanol takes a lot longer to produce through fermentation compared to corn-based ethanol. And it also needs financial aid, but this will not be needed once this production gets up and running.
Ow! Those disadvantages hurt. Cellulosic ethanol could replace gasoline as a fuel source for combustion engines. This would affect any citizen that currently uses gasoline to run their cars. The U.S. Department of Energy has granted $385 million in funds towards this new energy source. Promoters of this process has also donated money, giving the movement around $1 billion total in funding. You could be using cellulosic ethanol soon to run your car. In memory of Brad, who is stuck in Holland due to the blizzard of 2011.